emotion, life, death. But what chases what?
Now, I'm passing out a worksheet for you guys to fill out and to think about some things that you might want to be when you grow up. Now, what I want you to do is write down all the different things that you like to do, and then I want you to choose just one job. And it can be any job, but be prepared to talk about it after we finish filling out the worksheets. Okay?
Are the concepts even real? Are you even real? Is anything? What you touch, smell, hear, see, it is real to you now, in this moment.
Hi, welcome to Charlie Flannery Presents. I'm your host, Charlie Flannery, and today I'd like to present director Ben Proulx. Ben, thanks for showing up today. I know it was a long drive. He's very tired out from the drive, and people don't know we're actually shooting this at 6 a.m. It was the only studio time I could get. Ben, come on, I'll let you look at the watch. I hypnotized him with the watch. Ben,
Hey.
welcome.
Are we rolling?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh. Like we're on? We're on? We're on TV?
Yeah,
Should I shake your hand?
we did that, I thought.
Oh, if,
Oh, you were sleepwalking.
yeah, I was just having a crazy dream about Billy V.
Most dreams about Billy V are crazy. What did it involve?
It was more of a nightmare, actually.
Yeah.
I have a lot of nightmares about Billy V lately.
Why is that? He's such a nice guy.
He is a
He's
nice
a teddy bear. He's
I
a
had
teddy
to.
bear.
I had to talk about Billy V, of course, coming into the show.
So,
What's up, V? I know you're watching.
they all
This
watch.
show's for you. I dedicate this show to Billy V. That's what I'm doing.
So let it be written. So let it be done.
It's done.
All right. So that was an interesting little piece there. Great cinematography, you know. And I noticed, I was reading something about you today. You studied film at Fitchburg State.
I did indeed.
That's my brother's alma mater. Big shout out to Fitchburg State.
Very cool, very cool.
How's the football team doing this year?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Nobody knows how the football team's doing at Fitchburg, right?
Do they have
I don't
one?
think so. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Last football game I went to, I'm pretty sure they lost by about 40 points.
That's close.
But that was years ago, so.
Yeah. So after you graduated from there, you got involved with movie making.
Yep.
And
well, yeah, I was involved with movie making long before as well. I've just always been involved with movie making.
And what have you done for projects so far? What's your focus? Is it film or
I'm still
commercials or?
I'm still finding my focus. I would say. I don't 100% have a focus.
Sometimes covering one eye can help.
Helps you
Yeah,
focus.
Yeah, it does. I only see double then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just both my eyes are a little bit off, so.
I never noticed
Covering
that
one eye would
before.
would just not help. It
never
would just
noticed
cut out half my vision.
Why does one eye stare in the other direction?
My eyes?
The left eye. Your
Oh,
left
no.
eye is like kind of like looking up here, and your right eye is staring straight at me.
I hope that's not true. I hope you're messing with me.
Maybe it's my vision.
You do look
Maybe
kind of.
my focus is off.
There is kind of two of you. No, I have focused on kind of more narrative, dramatic films in the past. I started off doing some awareness films, actually. I made a couple drunk driving movies back in high school, and kind of started to want to try and get away from that. And my last feature was a psychological thriller. And since then, I've done a few music videos. You know, I love doing those, and I'm trying to do more commercials, and just trying to kind of spread my experience all around and see what sticks.
What's the most recent project that you've completed?
Visionary, I would say.
Visionary.
And technically, completed is a loose term, because we've had a couple screenings, but it's not released yet, and there's still little adjustments that we're still working on here and there.
I had a chance to attend the screening.
Yes, you did.
And
Yes, you did.
some talented people.
Yes, definitely some talented, amazing people. Yes.
And did you happen to bring a clip of that today that we could show?
I did.
And
You know me very well.
Huh? I could count on you. Huh? It was right in the email. Please bring clip.
Right.
Evelina Marie.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, God.
I did, and
Be still my heart.
That's true. I did. I brought a clip of Evelina. I figured I'd bring a clip of Evelina because, you know, Billy V and Evelina know each other, and
Bobby Kenny loves her.
Bobby Kenny as well.
Yeah.
BK, not leaving you out.
And Bobby
As a matter of
Kenny,
fact,
too.
let's co-dedicate this show right now. I want to include Bobby Kenny. As a matter of fact, Bobby Kenny, the show is also dedicated to you, cuz.
Bobby, Billy, I'm telling you, two of the best guys
Yeah.
you'll ever work with,
Yeah.
or know. Just
Yeah.
stand-up guys. you know?
Yep, absolutely. I had the pleasure of working with both of them, and they're great.
Yeah, super people.
They're great.
So, did you want to share that?
Yeah,
little
let's
piece with
let's do the clip. I'll set it up. So, basically, what this clip is it's from Visionary, and there's a scene in Visionary where Evelina's character Candace has just given a performance on stage with a big snake, a big albino snake, and basically her performance is great. But the director, yells at her, calls her out, and says that she did a horrible job. And Sophie, who is autistic in the film, her character Ava is autistic, is watching this, and you know, basically this scene is what follows when she kind of sneaks off and catches her in her dressing room after that performance, and Candace kind of gives her a little bit of background information on, in her own strange way, on the director.
Why don't we share it with the folks? You and I can watch it up on the monitor.
Yes. Let's
Right
do
up
that.
there.
Hello, miss. Here, join me. Come on. Come on. been curious what you think about all this. You have a beautiful voice, by the way.
Thank you. You're very beautiful.
That's very kind, thank you.
I like it so far.
It's fun, isn't it?
Do you like it?
You know something, Ava? You remind me of myself. Daniel really likes you. He's a very good director. He's helped me a lot. He'll help you too. You're a very lucky girl. And you're beautiful. You're so beautiful, Ava.
All right, Ben. Congratulations.
So that's you know, that's Sophie and Evelina at their finest. I love that clip. I do. I really do.
The people that have had the opportunity to work with you speak very highly of you, and I think that enables you to keep attracting a very high caliber of talent to you. You know.
Well, I
And then
think
there's
that's
me.
true.
And there's me, you know.
Yeah. Well, hey, we're together right now. This is
We have is now.
we have come together.
We have. And we dedicated the show to Bobby and Billy. Anybody else we need to, anybody else gave us $5 to mention their name?
Yeah. Well, right.
We could turn this into a living. You know what I mean?
We
We
could
just do the shout outs for a half hour.
make money off this.
Yeah.
Let's see. No,
So we're going to get back to the film momentarily.
oh, Visionary?
Yes.
We'll talk about Visionary? Sure.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
talk about Visionary.
Okay.
So,
What do you got planned for it?
well, right now we're submitting to film festivals, and let's see. You know, it's an open book, but I'm really hoping my goals with it are to, you know, get it up onto, you know, Netflix, Redbox, you know, do a on-demand release. Things like that would be
What's the
ideal.
length of it right now?
It's approximately 90 minutes, an hour and a half.
Wow. Wow,
Yeah.
yeah.
So feature film.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's been a long time coming. Just to give you a perspective, Sophie actually, who was in that clip, just saw the movie. There was some back and forth with her parents of whether or not, because it's a very adult film, and there was some back and forth whether or not she should see the movie for a while, as she's so young. But she just turned 14, as a matter of fact, very recently. 14. And she was 10 years old when we shot it. So that gives you a perspective of how long we've been working on this thing.
Wow.
But she saw it. She saw the movie recently, and she loved it, which is which, you know, to me that's a big deal.
How difficult is it to get funding for an independent film, especially if you want to do feature length? I mean,
Well,
it's got to cost a few pennies anyway,
right.
even if you don't have cars exploding and bombs going off. And
It's all about who you know and your pitch, and there's interesting ways you can go about it these days. They have Kickstarter, they have crowdfunding that you can do, which has worked out for me on a smaller scale in the past, but it works out for people on a very large scale sometimes, depending on the project. And then, you know, you could...
Spike Lee just went on to grab $5 million, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, big directors are doing the same thing.
He could have reached in his back pocket and funded it himself. He took that $5 million from you. What do you
Well,
think of him now?
I didn't give any money to that movie, but but I do like Spike Lee, and I actually I think that the fact that he did that is actually pretty cool, because what it does is it gives him complete control to make his art, and that's why these guys do it. You know, the other options are obviously going with a private investor or a studio. But
so now you've done. Is your intention is not to reshoot it. Your intention is to market the finished product.
oh yeah, yeah.
So if you were to say have another idea that you needed funding for, do you put together a small trailer, or do you just like sell the idea? Here's the storyline.
Well, that's a good segue. Actually, I've been promising that I'm going to talk about a new project that I'm working on this show.
Okay.
And I'm going to talk about it actually for the first time ever in public right now. I'm working on a new feature, and that's a good segue because I can explain on what I'm trying to do to get funding, because I'm in that process right now of development. And actually, we're still working on writing it, but it's going to be a feature film, and it's going to be called Throwaway Kids, a tentative title. And it's about the Boston hardcore scene in the 90s, hardcore music. And it's going to be a really cool film, really gritty, violent, you know, intense story. And we're really coming out with something really great here.
Nice.
As we're writing it, and I'm
Nice.
getting very excited.
You're going to shoot in Boston?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. The story takes place in Boston. It takes place in the 90s. It's based, you know, inspired by true events. Not necessarily a true story, but it was a true story that we're taking inspirations from and creating our own narrative out of that.
Wow. I was a musician for 20 years.
Oh, yeah?
And yeah, and I played, I was a hard rocker, and I wrote, I performed, I produced, and when I turned 30, arthritis crippled my hands, and I could no longer perform, you know. But in the 70s and 80s, I was doing the Rat, the Channel, the Kenmore Club,
Nice.
all those places. So if you need an aging rocker,
Yeah. Or
the
a
flick.
hookup to some venues, huh?
you know, there's a place for me.
We'll put you in as a priest somehow. I just keep seeing you're going to get typecast as a priest.
Everyone says that. My mother told me that this morning. She said you look like a priest. You know.
Yeah. Well, you look more like a priest in these images of you that are all around us right now, without the facial hair, I think.
You know,
Facial hair helps.
you met our technical director extraordinaire, Mr. Zach Swain.
Yes.
He's terrific.
Yes,
He'll
he is.
bend over backwards to do anything for us. You know,
Backwards.
editing, da-da-da-da. You know how many times I've asked him two things. Just put a digital clock in the studio, and please, at least draw a mustache.
That's why
draw the facial hair.
That's why we have this this watch right here.
Right. It lights up too, so in case there's a power failure.
Well, if there's a power failure, we're off.
Yeah,
off the
we're
air.
off. So, how far along? How far along is this Throwaway Kids?
Right.
I love the title. I love the title.
It's a tentative title, but your initial question was how do you do you put together trailers, or what do you do? And
okay.
I go off topic, and I apologize. This is how I.
It's a stream of consciousness.
This is how I talk.
Don't worry, I'm rolling with you. I'm right there.
That's how I make movies too. Just, we're exactly doing that. We're putting together a proof of concept, it's called, which is basically a sort of a trailer, some footage of a couple of the characters that are going to be a couple of the actors that are going to be in the film, showcasing their abilities with those characters and kind of you know, illustrating the general overarching storyline, doing a few scenes as well. I plan on doing a few scenes, and then putting it all onto, and I think we are going to do a crowdfunding campaign eventually with the proof of concept as our showcase video.
Nice.
on like the
Nice.
Kickstarter video, you know.
Nice.
We're going to eventually do that.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you shared that, because, you know, one of the things I try to do with the audience is, you know, have people of your caliber come on, explain to the younger folks how it's done. You know, and you know, me, I have a 5th grade education. It was just fascinating, you know.
I also have a 5th grade education.
Well,
That's all you need.
That's only if you count the 3 years I spent in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you need to learn is in kindergarten, they say.
Yeah.
And there's definite truth to that.
Yeah. I know blue, green,
Yeah,
red.
right.
I learned my crayons early, you know.
Right, right. That's all you need.
So this thing I think is going to be huge. So you got you got one iron in the fire.
Yeah, I have a bunch. There's a lot of exciting things going
Yeah.
on right now. It's really cool what's going on. A lot of exciting stuff.
So when do you think you'll have this proof of, what was it called?
Proof of concept.
Proof of concept.
The POC.
POC.
It's probably going to be a little while more before we're really early on this project right now. You got to understand. I'm announcing it kind of on this show as a way to start getting the word out that we're doing it. But
who's writing it?
It's going to be a while. I'm writing it with Redo. Ret Kid, as you would call him. Have you heard of Redo?
No, I don't.
I'll tell you about Redo.
Okay, please.
Redo is a genius. I really have very high respects for this guy. He's going to be definitely playing one of the characters in the film, and I don't want to say too much yet, but he's going to be playing a very important character in the film.
He's not the priest.
He's not a priest.
Saving that for me. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's just actually he's the one that kind of brought the whole idea to my attention in the first place.
Nice.
And so we've kind of been developing it together from the get-go. But he has a lot of drive and a lot of passion with this project for sure, and you can see it with him. And it's very exciting to be working with somebody who's not only so passionate about working on a project like this, but also knowledgeable about the subject and a very talented actor. I've worked with him before. I worked, actually, Billy V and Redo had a great scene together at one point that we shot for a project called Irish Whisper. That kind of, never came to fruition. Long story.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, but
I know.
A great experience nonetheless.
Yeah,
that project was a lot of fantastic people, and there's a scene that we shot where Billy V is kind of roughing up Redo a bit, you know.
Okay, I saw the trailer from Irish Whisper.
Yes.
Okay, so that scene was in there.
Yeah, it was in the. There's a longer version of the promo reel that we had for that project, where that whole scene was, not the whole scene, but a large chunk of that scene was featured in it. But anyway, long story short, Redo is a fantastic actor.
Nice.
And, he's really he gets into his character. And he is willing to go places that a lot of actors just aren't willing to go in terms of physical abuse, and he's shameless. One of the things I say to a lot of people who I work with when I'm directing them is you can't have any shame. You really just can't have an ego, and you gotta not worry about getting ugly, or getting dirty.
I have no shame.
Yeah.
have no shame.
I can somewhat tell that.
You know, man, I can't believe we've rolled our way through an entire 30-minute episode. But I want to thank you for coming.
Yep.
Any last-minute shout-outs, any other projects you want to throw out there before we fade to black?
To be honest, I think I've said pretty much everything.
You've said too much already.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Talked too much.
No, you were terrific. Hey, I'd like to thank you for tuning in today. And if you have an idea for a show, you can send an email to charlieflannery@verizon.net. And in the subject line, please put "Be a Guest." And give me a little breakdown of what you'd like to talk about. And we may have you here one day on Charlie Flannery Presents. Until then, stay safe.